Hi everybody, let's talk about Venus conjunct Chiron in the natal birth chart. If you have Venus conjunct Chiron, this video is for you. Venus in your natal birth chart, it represents a number of things. Primarily, it represents your relationships, both romantic and friendships and family, and how you relate to people in the world. It also represents your sense of beauty, your values, what you appreciate, what you find worthy of spending money on, what you find worthy of spending time on. Venus is like your taste. It's like what you like, basically. And Chiron is your wound in your birth chart. It's called the wounded healer because it's a wound that never fully goes away, but it teaches you lessons and it teaches you perspective and it teaches you compassion by way of being something you constantly rub up against in life. Oh, and Venus also is your female sexual energy as well. So when you have Venus conjunct Chiron in your natal birth chart, you are going to experience wounding in the Venusian areas of your life. You may have really painful relationship experiences. You may have experienced some kind of wounding in your feminine nature, whether that means that your feminine nature is not appreciated or you have a difficult time voicing it, or something like being manipulated and being taken your kindness as weakness. That can definitely all be a real big thing with Chiron conjunct Venus. But the thing is, it's like really your vulnerability is your strength. And Venus conjunct Chiron people are here to learn that and to embody that and to learn how to have good, healthy boundaries and to honor their own feminine nature, but also to really provide deep compassion for yourself and for other people in this really feminine way. Like, we live in a patriarchy, so feminine energy in general is under assault in a lot of ways. A lot of people just don't really know how to honor and respect it. So when this is like very acutely personal to you, which it will be if you have this placement, then you will likely have very deep insight into the ways that female energy is not accepted. And it is not honored. But because of it being such a strong source of pain for you, you like develop genius around it, and it's deeply, like, you have the capacity to deeply heal yourself by way of deeply honoring what is sacred and vulnerable to you. And I think that this placement's really, really special because of the fact that we live in a patriarchy, and it's like that feminine energy and learning to honor it and protect it is like so extremely valuable at this time in history. But it can manifest in different ways, and unfortunately, because it is super painful, sometimes people will go the opposite direction with it and like really dislike women in their life. Like, people can internalize it. So if you're a man or a woman or some other gender identity, then like it can be possible that you actually internalize misogyny and like blame women for all of the problems in your life, which is pretty sad to see, but it can happen, and I have seen that happen multiple times with this placement. But I'm hopeful for people because I believe that no one is stagnant. We're all in process, and hopefully as like life continues for people like that they will develop more insight into recognizing that they've actually just internalized something that's very cultural for us. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of misogyny with this placement. Take that or leave it. But yeah, as you heal and as you mature and alchemize the wound affiliated with your Venusian energy, there's things that you will master and become really, really skilled at. And like, it can mean that when you're in relationships with other people, that you're like the best freaking friend that they could ever ask for, or the best partner, that you find healing in relationships, ironically, because relationships may be a source of wounding for you, but they're also going to be where you find healing. And like, that's something that can kind of be true for everyone, but like, if you have this placement, you'll know that it is particularly true for you. Other Venusian areas that like can be really healing for you is really tending to your like physical appearance, like really learning how you like to express yourself through fashion, or really learning what you want the inside of your house to look like. Like, beauty is going to be very healing for you. So if that's something that you're drawn to and attracted to, and you've been poo-pooed and told that that's superficial, then it's not superficial. Like, you have entire permission to embrace what is beautiful to you in life. What else? You probably have had particularly painful relationships with women. And healing your inner female sexual identity is going to be a bit of a sticker for you in life, but you'll get it, and you'll end up being probably more wise in this capacity than the average. And yeah, like I said before, I just think it's like super needed. Like, these people are really warriors for like being born into an experience with Venus conjunct Chiron, because we all need to learn that like female energy is not something to fear, and it's not something to loathe, but it is something to vehemently protect. So that's going to be an innate lesson that you will learn and then likely teach. So I hope this has been helpful for somebody, and if it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, I'd like to hear your comments and your questions. You can also reach out if you want a personal reading, and I hope that you have a good day.